that stitched together the ordinary and the peculiar like someone making a patchwork quilt. A UFO appeared at a distance and then, with impossible speed, repositioned itself right in front of him. That time, Ed went out armed with a camera in one hand and a shotgun in the other. Brave or reckless, it is hard to pass judgment at that point. He raised both hands, and the craft chose discretion over confrontation and withdrew, allowing him to take another photograph. His wife stepped outside just in time to see the craft shoot vertically and vanish. The night's oddities kept coming. At around 3:30 a.m., a nervous impulse prompted Ed to lift the cord of his blinds. There, on the other side of the glass, stood a small entity about 4 feet tall. Confrontation seemed like a reasonable choice for a man who had had little rest and had a gun on hand, so Ed ran outside, planning to physically intervene. But the same blue beam immobilized him once more. The beam later returned to retrieve the small being, which Ed described as boxy and carrying a silver rod. The image of a little figure with a metallic rod sounds like something from a childhood storybook rewritten by a mad scientist. The Sentinel later received a photograph from an anonymous source that dated back to June of 1986, a year before Ed's primary run of experiences. The sender, fearful of being dismissed as a teller of ghost stories, had kept the image quiet until now. This was not the only piece of strange material in play. On top of eyewitness accounts and Polaroids, a cardboard model of a spaceship surfaced in the wall of Ed's old house after new owners moved in. The model was carefully constructed with blue plastic film, an orange paper ring, a short plastic pipe, and a couple of paper rings, all taped together.
Generation UFO model.
Okay, can you get a shot of this on the monitor? Oh, you got it over there.
Crafting paper windows covered 2/3 of its circumference. Scribbled measurements on the back happened to match the dimensions of a nearby house on Jamestown Drive, and the handwriting bore an odd resemblance to Walters's own script. For skeptics, this artifact is a red flag. For believers, it is a breadcrumb. For everyone else, it is an invitation to ask more questions than the average game of 20 questions usually produces.
The prank that was pulled by putting a model in a house that I used to live in a year and a half ago was an effort by whomever to discredit the sightings. And it shows me that there is a very definite cover-up going on trying to make this phenomena go away. And any big case that happens across the United States will be ridiculed. And I've heard these same stories, unsubstantiated stories about models and witnesses coming forward over and over, and there's no truth to them. Hundreds of people in Gulf Breeze are testifying to seeing this thing. Now, if you want to believe I'm a faker or a trickster, then you also have to somehow or another convince all these other people who are saying they see the same thing.